We always do 2 or 3 for the working man, but this is really the working man song, one called the Working Man Blues. It's a big job getting by with 9 kids and a wife. Yeah, but I've been a working man dang near all my life, and I'll keep on working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. I'll drink a little beer that evening and sing a little bit of these working man blues. Well, I keep my nose on the grindstone, work hard every day. I might get a little tired on the weekend after I draw my pay, but I go back working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. I'll drink a little beer that evening and sing a little bit of this working man blues. Sometimes I think about leaving, do a little bumming around, throw my bills out the window, catch me a train to another town, but I go back working. I gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. I'll drink a little beer that evening and sing a little bit of these working man blues. He won't be, he'd be working. Long as his 2 hands are fit to use. He might drink a little beer that evening and sing a little bit of these working man blues. Thank you very much.
This ain't the good life I thought I'd find here. I got no money, I got no beer. All it takes is a few bad breaks. Now I'm paying for my mistakes. I got no TV, I got no fridge. I'm living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. The Cow-Key Bridge. Save that cardboard for a rainy day. Under a bridge is where I stay. I'm hanging around, I'm getting bored. Nowhere to plug an extension cord. I got no TV, I got no fridge. I'm living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. The Cow-Key Bridge. Sometimes I feel like a criminal. You might say my income's minimal. Nobody wants to give me a loan. I'll find some change in a payphone. Don't throw out the old mattress. I just send it to my address. Maybe it would help me think if I had another drink. I got no TV, I got no fridge. I'm living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. The Cow-Key Bridge. The Cow-Key I got no TV, I got no fridge, living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. I met a girl, she seemed just right. Then she saw where I slept at night. Well, that ended our relationship. My old pants have another rip. I got no TV, I got no fridge, living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. The Cow-Key Bridge. Sometimes I feel like a criminal. You might say my income's minimal. Nobody wants to give me a loan. I'll find some change in a payphone. If I could win the lottery, no telling where I could be. But who am I kidding about my chances of leaving here and new romances? I got no TV, I got no fridge. I'm living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. I got no TV, I got no fridge. I'm living underneath the Cow-Key Bridge. The Cow-Key Bridge.
Somebody's down there!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beachy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. So sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, and I'd like to suggest downloading the free app, so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
So I slipped over a song on the prompter. You know, I don't have any lenses in, so
We got nowhere to be.
I got nowhere to be. Where y'all going? Anywhere? It will be Tuesday before you know it. You know, so. hang with us here. Okay, the missing song will now be, okay, a drum roll, please, Roger, for the missing song. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I found the missing song. Here it is, and it's one you're going to really like because it's called I Have Found Me a Home. How could I miss that?
It's a good one. It's going to be good now, too.
Well, I don't have my glasses on, and I'm not coming out here and looking like Buddy Holly. I'm just hanging along and making this memory still appreciate our angry pentameter there. So here we go. This is the first song that I really wrote in Key West when I first got here. The first thing I did is wound up with a cute girl who took me on the conch train. And she told me, you got to sit on the very back backwards, and then you can drink on there and you can look at everything as it goes by. And I did it. And that's the way I first saw Key West, was backwards as it went by. Days drift by, they don't have names. None of the streets here look the same. And there's so many quiet places. Smiling eyes match the smiling faces. Yes, I have found me a home. I have found me a home. You can have the rest of everything I own. Yes, I have found me a home. My old red bike gets me around to the bars and the beaches of my town. And there aren't many reasons I would leave. Yes, I have found me some peace. And the ladies aren't demanding, they'll never ask too much. And when you're coming off a cold love, that's still a nice warm touch. I have found me a home. Yes, I have found me a home. And you can have the rest of everything I own. 'Cause I have found me a home. And the days drift by, don't have names. None of the streets here look the same. And there aren't many reasons I believe. 'Cause I have found me some peace. Found me a home. Yes, I have found me a home. You can have the rest of everything I own. 'Cause I have found me a home. Yes, I have found me a home. I hope you found your home here too. Yeah. Shall we go back to the list that's been printed for us now?
Coming to you live
Okay.
from the Beachy Shell
So-
studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. B-Man and Michelle coming to you live from where, Michelle?
Beachy Shell Studios? Is that the right answer?
Ding, 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 ding. You win.
I win rum.
You win the rum. Hey, I hope everybody's having a good Friday night.
Whew, what a week.
Yeah, what a week this has been. That's all I can say. It has just been super crazy. Hey, how's the lighting, everybody? I fixed the lighting. Is this better? So give me a heads up. Let me know if the lighting is better. And here we are. It's another Friday night. And I ain't got nobody. What?
Look at the one on your computer.
Oh, it could be the camera doing that, Michelle. She's gonna adjust it just a little bit. This is what we do live. We're live on YouTube, so if you're not listening to us live, well, you know. That's better. Yeah, you're not so dark. But let's look at this one here. There we go. Oh, right there you are. So if you're on YouTube, you see us playing around with the cameras and such. So, hey, it's a great Friday night. We got a lot of people tuned in. We got Mo and Callie McCool. We got Teresa Arnold, Bob Bitchin. Let me see. Mo said she is in Ocean Isle Beach, which is pretty cool. All right. Way to go. I may have to change out these. I don't know if I like these new earbuds I got right here.
Are they new?
Well, I've had them a while, but I don't know if I'm liking them or not.
Do you have any other ones?
Yeah, I've got the other ones. I'll pull out my other ones.
You can't use your AirPods or whatever those are called?
Nah, it screws everything up. Bluetooth, it's such a pain. So, hey, JoJo Fish is on tonight. Hello, JoJo Fish. So, Michelle, tell everybody what we've been doing.
Cleaning.
My God. So...
Putting up with dust and finally the last few days cleaning.
The last few days, my God.
Through the weekend, and we got the cleaners coming again on Monday because I'm sure the dust will still be settling for another few days.
There's nothing like the dust from the concrete.
Well, there's that, and then there was sawdust because they put plywood up for the forms.
Yeah.
And they had to drill through those to drill them into the concrete.
Oh, yeah.
And then they took them out. They had to undrill them.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So, but
noisy.
Hey,
the cats have been hanging in. They've been good boys.
They've been awesome. And then today I finally got my patio back. The patio is back. I finally got everything put away out there and put together.
Now we just got to put up all the new stuff.
Yeah, I got all the new stuff you have to put up. So we're getting there, Danny Lynn. If you're
wonder what BZ's up to. Maybe he'll come help you.
Who? BZ? Wow. I don't. I haven't seen BZ in a while.
We saw him the other day.
Yeah, but that was briefly. I mean, that was in passing, so.
But we saw him.
I haven't seen much of him. Our big thing right now, we're getting ready for Fantasy Fest.
Wee!
Are you ready to show your goods? Are you ready?
No.
Fantasy Fest, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on there. The people are starting to roll into town, so it was quiet, but we're going to be seeing.
What's on Star Trek tonight?
I don't know.
What is that? You know what that is.
I don't know. Michelle's watching Star Trek,
it's
everybody.
The Tribbles.
Oh, the Tribbles. Callie McCool wants to know, do we get hit with Milton? You know what? We did not get hit with Milton. He actually kind of sideswiped us a bit. We did get some winds. I would have thought we would have got a little bit more, but
we actually got more rain like 2 days ahead of Milton. There was like a system stuck here.
Yeah, we had a system that was in front of it. But no, we fared out pretty well. Everything went really well for us. And right now it's raining like crazy. We've got a front coming through.
But the rain is good. Gets all the dust out of the air from around our house.
We've had more power outages since Milton has passed.
Last night? Was it last night? Or
it was the night before last. That was the night we had Adrian Z stayed with us.
Yeah.
So we had a gig on Wednesday night. Michelle and I played over at
Viva.
Viva Las Vegas. And then we got done doing that. Yeah, and then she was playing over at the Little Room Jazz Club.
Little Room. You're right.
Little Room Jazz Club. And so we went over and hung out with her for a little bit. And then we came home and...
It's an awkward name.
I could not hang. I was so tired. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. And,
well, she didn't get back until about 1:30 or 2, didn't she?
Yeah, it was like, so then...
The power went out at...
I don't know.
Midnight?
I don't know what time I was in bed.
Oh, no. When we went to bed, the power was on. But I woke up because it was too still.
Yeah.
It was like it's too quiet.
But seriously, we've had more power outages since Milton has passed.
We had like 2.
Yeah. And well, there was one just a little bit over by the Truman area too. So yeah, so we're getting all kinds of power outages all of a sudden.
We had that flicker the other day too that knocked out the clocks.
Last Friday, it's funny because last Friday after you and I got done with the show, it wasn't but 15, 20 minutes later, the power flickered and everything went off and came back on. I was like, good thing the show was over because we would have been out. So that's just the way it goes. Hey, tonight we're going to be talking about the upcoming Songwriter Showcase, the 8th annual Songwriter Showcase, Key West Bound 2024. Right, Michelle?
Yes, 8.
Yes. And it's hard to believe 8 years doing this. So we're going to talk about Thursday, October 31st. You know, who's playing, who's doing what. I got some of their music in here. So
Halloween, wear your costume.
Yes, it's Halloween on the 31st. Wear your costume. Hey, and don't forget, Friday, November 1st is kind of our Jimmy Buffett lookalike contest. You know, come dress as Jimmy Buffett. We're going to have the Parrot Heads out there helping judge. We've got the Southernmost Coconut Castaways are also going to be a part of it. I talked with them the last couple of days. They're going to come in and help out where we need help. So I think that's pretty cool. So lots going on, like Fantasy Fest, trying to get the Songwriter Showcase off the ground. I'm trying to find people for the Conch Republic to be in the parade. It's like, that's why I didn't want to do a damn float. And here we are at the last minute.
Well, you can always cancel your reservation for the...
I know, but it just...
What's it called?
Irritates the living crap out of it. Although
we got all these poppers and glow sticks.
We bought all this... Pardon my French. We bought all this shit, and because we had this big meeting, and then everybody's kind of like, oh, I'm going to go over here. And I'm like, all right, bastards. But we do, I will say, you, me, Tad, and Lindsay, and then Lindsay, she's got so far 2, possibly 3 others, and we're still shaking the bush.
So would they be the walkers?
We need walkers for the golf.
That's like required, right? To make sure you don't run over anybody.
Which now they tell us you need wheel walkers, especially if you have a golf cart. And I'm like, what? You know, if that person jumps in the middle of the street in front of me, they deserve to get run the hell over. So, I'm just saying, drink responsibly and don't jump in front of my cart because I'm running your ass over. Jojo Fish, let me see. Happy Friday. Lighting is good. All right, thank you, Jojo. And Teresa Arnold, I think Jack the Ripper was on TV earlier, Star Trek wise.
Okay.
Which one was that one? I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that's a TOS, original series.
Oh, okay.
So I'm watching the whatever's on Xfinity Comcast in the evenings on HNI right now. I guess you could also get it on Friendly. Friendly has the same lineup. And
Ed and Pat Contreras have been on the road. They just got done visiting Jojo Fish. They were out visiting King David. I forget where he's at. New York? Is he up in New York? I forget where he's at. And we had a nice visit and did a road trip to Maine. Very cool, Jojo Fish. I'm glad you had a good time. I don't know where Ed and Pat are now. So I didn't get anything from Bill and Ann Abbott, so I have no clue where they're at. Maybe they're home. Maybe they're still
in the world.
Maybe they're still nursing their sangria making class at Disney. Maybe Mickey slipped a Mickey to
slipped me a Mickey.
Ann and Bill. He's like,
we used to have a cat named Mickey, and I used to always say somebody slipped me a Mickey.
yeah, that was a bad Mickey right there.
Oh, you could be sweet.
Yeah, until he's rubbing his butt across the carpet and leaving something special for you. It's like, really? You had to do that? Oh, man, okay. Evening, Michelle Myers just pulled in here. Michelle 1L is in. She doesn't get here till the 27th. She asked me. I think,
but she'll be able to pick up that stuff before Danny and Heather.
Yes, before Danny and Heather. Other than the fact that his hat will stay here, because if I give his hat to Michelle Myers, he might shoot me for that one. So I'm hoping he's bringing my bourbon. He said he'd bring me some bourbon.
Danny?
Yeah.
Is he bringing any reefer?
Somebody's bringing reefer. I think Michelle Myers was going to send like a case here or something. Ooh. So let me know when it comes. That way I can drink 2 of the bottles and refill them with some fake colored stuff. And no one will know the difference. Maybe.
I would know the difference.
You would know the difference. Oh, my God. Callie McCool says he scored with an IPA sale. $2, a 6-pack of IPA, 5 cases. What kind of IPA was it? They're selling it. It must have been some crappy IPA, or they're trying to get their backlog out of the way. Kind of like what we're doing with with
Lindsay.
Tad and Lindsay. All this
Fizzy
stuff. Yeah, we bought another 2 cases in there, so we're going to be having a rip-roaring good time here with all this fizzy stuff. So, matter of fact, I might have one before we go to bed tonight.
You said that last week.
Well, no, I didn't, did I? Oh, well. Let me see. Maureen says... let me see. No, I got to catch up here. Maureen says King David is on Long Island. Very cool. Long Island. Isn't that where the...
Long Island Medium.
Yeah, the Long Island Medium. That's actually a pretty good show. I like that. Of all the
Teresa Caputo.
all the crazy stuff you watch, that one I like. So, actually, I'd be afraid to have her sitting in here.
Why?
Because next thing you know, she'd probably be like, "Your dad's here, and boy, is he pissed." I'm like, well, I've been talking a lot of crap about him, but it's all true. So.
Wait till you write your book.
Yeah, wait till the book comes out, Pop. You're really you're in for a good one.
That's like a whole section, right? Just stuff my dad did.
Oh, that's 4 chapters, at least. Chapter 1, the early years. Chapter 5, the divorce.
Before that, the Air Force, when you went off to the Air Force.
Yeah. No, I've already got it scripted out, so I just need to write the damn thing. So, other than that, like I said, a lot going on tonight. We're going to get some more music here in just a minute, but I want to talk about Tiki Man Radio, the Tiki Man Radio, Songwriter Showcase, Key West Bound, our 8th annual one this year. Day 1, October 31st, which is a Thursday. Cameras are sponsored by Reef Rum. Thank you, Reef Rum. We appreciate that. And we've got, starting off as the Shanty Hounds at 11, John McDonald at 12, Jeff Randall at 1, Adrian Z at 2 p.m. And Adrian Z has taken time off from a gig so she can hang around and spend more time with us and talk more with us. So I think that's pretty cool. And then Mark Mulch and Manalo at 3 p.m. And then the Tiki Time Happy Hour, sponsored by MFG Tropical. Those folks, Dave Sines and Beth Travers. And, of course, it's going to be them playing 4 to 6. Dave Sines, Beth Travers, and Bang Bang Shrimp.
So everybody's still on so far, right?
So
we haven't
far,
heard anything?
I haven't gotten anybody saying, I was so worried that, I'll take, like, Jeff Randall, for instance. I mean, I do know that he got hit pretty good up there, and he put a comment out there the other day that he was, been working and cleaning everything up, but he's ready to get back into some music. So we're hoping to see him, and I really look forward to seeing Jeff. Really good guy. So we're going to get to some more music here, starting off with the Shanty Hounds. Shanty Hounds. And then I got a new song by Graham Andrews coming up. Graham Andrews just put out a new album called Songs by the Hobo Cat. I think that's what it was. I'll double check that. If I said that wrong, I will tell you I said that wrong, and I'll correct myself. But B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio Friday night from the Beachy Shell Studios. We're having a great time. Tell me what you're drinking, everybody. Lots to talk about.
Sometimes I can't believe my eyes. We'll take a sail on a sunset eve, and it times I can't believe my eyes. We'll take a sail on a sunset eve and a twilight you can't believe. Oh, yippee-ki-yo, way so. Yippee-ki-yo, way. Yippee-ki-yo, way so. Yippee-ki-yo, way so. Yippee-ki-yo, way so. An island in the stream. All right. Let's hear it for Key West. And the backup singers, yeah.
Down in the Keys, there's a line you can't see. I can't describe it, but I do believe you'll never find it on a map. There ain't nobody gonna help you with that. Some kind of mood change always hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. Somewhere south of Key Largo. There's times I've driven down the A1A. I've come to visit or I've come to play. Something changes in a flash. I can't describe it, but it's just a fact. An inner kind of mood change always hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. A door opens to another world. You like to smile from an island girl. It always hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. Somewhere south of Key Largo. There's some kind of mood change. It always hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. Somewhere south of Key Largo. Down in the Keys, there's a line you can't see. I can't describe it, but I do believe you'll never find it on a map. There ain't nobody gonna help you with that. An inner kind of mood change always hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. A door opens to another world. You like to smile from an island girl, and it hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. A door opens to another world. You like to smile from an island girl, and it hits me somewhere south of Key Largo. Yeah, somewhere south of Key Largo. Somewhere south of Key Largo. Yeah, just south of Key Largo. Somewhere south of Key Largo. Somewhere south of Key Largo.
Are you looking for that special gift for somebody this year for a special occasion? Well, let me tell you about one of the coolest things we've got. It's a Tiki Head DJ for an hour where you become the rock star. We've had a lot of Tiki Head DJs and everybody enjoys it. Let me tell you how it works. All you have to do is send your voice with your intros, your outs, tell us a little bit about you, along with a playlist, and we produce it for you. For a small donation to the radio station that covers the production and the airtime, we put it all together for you. We promote it and make it a big deal along with replay. That's a Tiki Head DJ for an hour, where you become the rock star on the radio. If you're interested, send me an email at tikimanradio@gmail.com, and I'll fill you in on all the details. Become the next Tiki Head DJ for an hour on Tiki Man Radio. Keep listening to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station, and become the next rock star.
Welcome back.
Hello from sunny California. This is Mr. McCool and Student Crew. I'm Ace, one of the student producers for our show Surf's Up. We, the student crew, want our fabulous Tiki Man Radio listeners to know that our show will be back airing on Tuesdays at noon Eastern Island Time. We will be back with our Lunchbox special. We have good vibe coastal Americana music, plus a friendly conversation about student life planned for you. So stay tuned on the best radio station on the planet, Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com, and what could possibly go wrong?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hey, this is Teresa Arnold, bass player with Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitudes Band, and I love tuning into Coastal Confessions every Friday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Island Time on Tiki Man Radio. And now, back to B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, back to B-Man and Michelle. I forgot to push a button. I'm like, what am I doing? There we go. Good Lord. So, hey, applause that I got that right. Hey, there we go. All kinds of buttons being pushed tonight. So, let me see. Callie McCool, been to Cannon Beach, Key Largo, did some snorkeling there. Yes, Scott Nickerson asked the question, who was singing that song South of Key Largo? And that was Graham Andrews, and that was off his new CD that he just released recently. You can go out on Apple to get that, and I'm sure it's probably on the other platforms as well. But it's Songs from a Hobo Cat.
Hobo cat.
Hobo Cat.
Not Hobie cat.
I changed out these earplugs in there, so it sounds a hell of a lot better. I thought it was like talking to myself from the bowl of the toilet or something. You know, it's like it just had a stupid weird sound. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So yeah, good to see Scott Nickerson in there. How you doing, my friend? I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Thank you very much. Hey, if you're listening, mate, don't forget to hit that little like button. And that little like button is that little thumbs up guy that tells us that you're having a good time listening to us and everything. So that really helps us out. You know, more people, if they see more thumbs up, hey, we like that. Right?
We like
the thumbs up. Thumbs up are good. Thumbs down are bad. And then I gotta come after you. So, kind of cool. Wait, what? Teresa plays with Tim Campbell's band. Well, she's the only good one in the band, for crying out loud. I mean, good God. There you go, Teresa. And we had a promo from Teresa, so thank you so much, Teresa. It was the last minute. I asked her, I'm like, hey, send me a promo. And she did. Are you yawning over there?
I am.
Oh, my God.
It's been a long week.
It's been a very long week. But, hey, did you guys know, if you're watching us on YouTube, who sponsors our camera? The Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in Key West, everybody. Woo! There.
Add Lindsay. Woo.
Add in Lindsay. I'm going to put it right here because camera one, there it is, everybody. The Southernmost Pint Brewpub.
We got new T-shirts.
We did. Oh, my God. I want to talk about that real quick, too. So, anybody who
wants a crap
t-shirt. Okay, Conch Republic Aerospace Program, Michelle and I are the conductors of that whole thing. We're your CO and XO. And we got a lot of people that's joined, but, you know, there's so many things happening right now in Key West that people are doing parade stuff, people are doing this, people are on the balconies. So that's why we don't have a whole lot of people joining us for our float. Well, our
golf cart.
But this is really cool. If you want a really cool T-shirt, all right, the Conch Republic Aerospace Program, we've partnered with the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, and I'm going to post this. I'll post this tomorrow. I know I won't get it done tonight. But if you want to get one of those cool T-shirts, and Michelle and I just got 2 each.
They came pretty fast.
They came fast, and they are the bomb. They're
Did
better.
you try one on yet?
I haven't tried it on yet, but the
fabric's really nice.
Oh, the fabric is really cool. So, guys,
it's like your Back to the Island shirts.
Yes, and you can get so many different colors. This is what was really cool too. We got heather navy blue, and orange. Yes. Oh my God, I was just so impressed.
Oranges
with
are
that.
Fantasy Fest color.
So I will advertise that because I know there was more people out there that wanted crap shirts. It's got the crap on the front of it. Of course, the intergalactic watering hole, which is the Southernmost Pint Brewpub for us. Michelle's going to get a T-shirt and show. That's on the back, and then on the tag they have the Southernmost Pint little brew label on the tag. It is so cool. So, hey, let me see. I saw something in here. Scott Nickerson said, I think he said, T, meaning Teresa, is a hell of a bass player and vocalist. And I agree 100%. She is awesome. So I really, really think it's cool. So, okay, I want you to get in that camera right there, Michelle. Get a little closer so that they can see what these T-shirts look like. So if you're on YouTube, you'll see this. If you're not on YouTube, go out to Tiki Man Radio on YouTube and see the really cool stuff. But yeah, look at that. The Conch Republic, that is a really cool patch they have on there. If you look at the collar, they have the pint thing on there. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, you can't see it. A little over towards me. There you go. That's better. And then, of course, on the back, it's got the intergalactic. So yeah, it's really cool. I will get that stuff out there. But they got so many cool colors. I mean, we got orange because, astronaut orange.
Well, it's our Fantasy Fest.
And that's our Fantasy Fest color because this year it's, what the hell's the theme, Michelle? I don't remember.
Neon 90s something.
Neon 90s something. So anyway, that's really cool. I will post that tomorrow on my Brian Field site. Yeah, look at that orange. That is so cool. If you're on YouTube, man, if you're not on YouTube, you're really missing out seeing what we got out there. Some really cool stuff. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But I'll post the link for all that. You'll get to see all that. So let me see. Teresa says, "Whoa, can I join the Crap Reserve?" You can actually join the Crap team from where you're at and be a member in your hometown and all that. So we're coming up with a lot of cool stuff. When you go out there and volunteer and you're part of the Crap team, you do it in the spirit of the Conch Republic, and that's what's really cool about it. We here are conchs, and we love where we live, and I'm hoping we can stay here as long as we can, but got to see if they're going to sell our house, and if we get to stay, we'll see what happens. So you just never know. Maybe B-Man and Michelle will get something up at Cape Canaveral. See if we can get like a little condo up at Cape Canaveral.
I know we could park an RV up at the. They have an RV park there, right?
Yes, we can. Let me see.
Ray and Harriet always park up there.
Michelle Myers. Oh, yes. Really like the navy blue. Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Sweet Harriet today, too. Her and Ray are scheduled to come down doing the Snowbird thing in December, but they're going through some things back home with some family issues, so that may change their plans coming down. But it was really good talking with them. And I see Maureen says she's multitasking, but a very industrious day. It's been very industrious here. I was actually freaking out because we've got people, we got Danny and Heather coming in soon. We've got so much getting ready to unroll. And here we are. We're trying to get the house back to normal, some normalcy before the.
We're not getting it painted until after the showcase.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about that at this point. I'm just happy.
Well, because I'm sure they'd be sanding it down and blah, 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 and making another big mess. So.
Oh, Maureen says she just saw the SpaceX launch. That had to have been freaking cool. Oh, my God. I love that stuff. I eat that stuff up. I love it. I can't help it. It's just what we do. It's one of those things where I always like to kind of throw a little bit of... wow. I would love to see it myself. Wow. So, yeah, very cool. All right, folks, we're going to get some more music. Hey, this next artist... Let me look at my list here. John McDonald. John McDonald is playing 12 p.m. on Thursday, October 31st. He's got all kinds of songs out there, and so I'm going to throw one of his songs in there. And then following that, I got a group called Emerald Falls, and I come across this song. It's really cool, so I like it. So, B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions. Oh, and I asked everybody what you're drinking. Some were drinking beer, some were drinking Prosecco. You know what Michelle's got, her typical rum. And I'm doing vodka, my normal vodka. But at the 9 o'clock hour, I'm going to switch to a bourbon.
Ooh, a bourbon.
That's what I'm going to do. Switch to a bourbon. And I hope you guys are having fun tonight. If you got a question for us, if there's something you're itching to tell me about, let us know. We want to know. We see. Okay. And and a comet, sunset, and moonrise all within 1.5 hours.
Wow.
Well, quit showing off, Mo, for crying out loud. Only kidding. So, John McDonald, he says this song, She Only Came for the Bongos, everybody. Hope you're having fun tonight.
She didn't hear a word I sang. She was off in a distant land, lost in the rhythm. She found her groove. I sang a sweet love song, sang it with all I got. Tried to impress her, I worked hard all night. Thought I could reach her with a ruse. I told her in her heart with every love song I knew. She only cared for the bongos. She only cared for the trop rock island beat. She only cared for the moving and swaying, singing and making up the words as she goes. So I'm going insane. She only came for the bongos. Her hips swayed to the mood. That mood was hypnotizing. Everybody gave that body room to fly. She danced like a sailor's dream, threw back her flaxen hair. Spirit so high, I forgot what I was playing. Thought I could get her attention with my shredding guitar. She wouldn't listen. She only cared for the bongos. She only cared for the trop rock island beat. She only cared for the moving and swaying, singing and making up the words as she goes. So I'm going insane. She only came for the bongos. Crazy heat, she got shells on her feet. She got everybody dancing, even out in the street. She got rum in her hand, she got lost in a trance. Every drugstore pirate was hoping for a chance, but she only cared for the bongos. She only cared for the trop rock island beat. She only cared for the moving and swaying, singing and making up the words as she goes. So I'm going insane. She only came for the bongos. She only cared for the bongos. She only cared for the trop rock island beat. She only cared for the moving and swaying, singing and making up the words as she goes. So I'm going insane. She only came for the bongos. Where'd the time go? I thought it would last just a little longer. We're buying houses, dying the night. It moves so damn fast, I almost forgot all the good times and memories. fall? And how the hell do you hang things on the wall? Yeah, this makes no sense to me. A couple babies on the way, and asking my best girl if she might stay with me for the rest of my life. Did things that happened to me, thought the rest of my life that I'd be free. Back then it wasn't so bad, living off the bank of mom and dad. We made the most of all we had, but I guess we're grown-ups now. Use all the credit on your phone, pretend that we ain't drunk when we got home. We thought we knew it all, but no, I guess we're grown-ups now. When I'm sitting around, I think I probably wouldn't have changed a thing. Next chapter, round the corner, here we go. Oh, back then it wasn't so bad, living off the bank of mom and dad. We made the most of all we had, but I guess we're grown-ups now. Use all the credit on your phone, pretend we ain't drunk when we got home. We thought we knew it all, but no, I guess we're grown-ups now. Yeah, I guess we're grown-ups now.
Hey, this is Ed the Train Man.
Hi, this is Pat the Pitcher Girl. Come get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time. That's 5 to 7 Central Island Time.
So grab a bottle of reggae wine and come join us for our Monday night party. Live from the Paradise Way Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. Right here on Tiki Man Radio.
It could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train, take this. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stopping, staring. I can't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on summer breeze, and skipping over the ocean like a stone. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on summer breeze, and skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, can't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. I won't let you leave my love behind.
Tiki Man Radio is gearing up for the 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West bound, October 31st through November the 2nd at the Rick's Dirty Harry's Complex on Duval Street in Key West, Florida. All the artists are booked and locked and ready to go. And of course, our event is free to the public. Everybody is a VIP. This year, of course, we're bringing back the SAC Awards, sponsored by Tiki Man Radio and presented by Tim Campbell. And new this year is the Jimmy Buffett Look-Alike Contest, brought to you by Landshark Lager. That's right, come dressed as your favorite era of Jimmy Buffett and win a special prize by Landshark Beer. That's going to be on Friday night, right after Dave McKinney and the Hungry Heart Luck Heroes band plays. And of course, we're going to honor our friend Bill Crawley. Make sure you come by the Tiki Man Radio table and pick up your fan's fan of Bill Crawley. I want to see a lot of pictures. We want to make this special. Bill Crawley played at every event we had, and we want to make sure that we honor our good friend. That's the 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West bound, the original Songwriter Showcase during Trop Rock Week, October 31st through November the 2nd at Rick's Dirty Harry's on Duval Street in Key West, Florida. Why would you go anywhere else?
Key West is a brand new brew pub, and you're going to love what they have brewing on their menu. That's right, the Blast Beer Company's Southernmost Pint Brewpub, located at 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open 7 days a week from noon until 10 p.m. Offers handcrafted beer and made-to-order signature food dishes. On tap are 3 of their signature beers, the Southernmost Pint Golden Ale, the Save the Day IPA, and the Hazy Lady New England IPA, and many other tasty handcrafted beers brewed on-site right here in Key West. And if you're not a beer drinker, don't worry, as they have available on their menu wine and other adult beverages and booze-free drinks. While enjoying a pint or two, check out their amazing menu of small fare items made to order that include local favorites, guac and chips, and Mexican esquites street corn. And their delicious main course items, Caribbean chicken salad, and trade wind meatballs. Stop in and enjoy one of their tastings of 4 different beer offerings of your choice. Or just enjoy a pint or two while taking in the aromas of beer being brewed on site and relaxing inside their brew pub atmosphere. Better yet, soak up the wonderful Key West weather and enjoy one of their handcrafted beers while hanging out on their great outdoor patio with music videos, movies, and sports games. Come by and watch your favorite team play on the biggest screen around. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brewpub, located at 522 Front Street here in Key West. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer 1 barrel at a time.
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval? Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow-dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
What is going on here?
What is going on here, Michelle? That's right. I had to get in 2 of my best sponsor plugs. I love these guys. First of all, Nailtini. It's just they've been with us from day one since you and I have been doing radio, and I appreciate it. Matter of fact, today I was talking to her. She's like, "Did I pay you?" I'm like, You took care of us. So she cares, and I appreciate that.
No.
We do a lot of fun things down there. And,
I had a thought, but it's probably
what's your thought?
not best said on air. So.
Okay. oh, you're gonna tell me off the air?
Yeah, I'll tell you after this. And our next break.
Secrets, I love those.
Secret.
Wow, are the best thing. Yes, because Michelle is...
Around here, I'm the supreme authority. Nobody tells me what to do.
Yeah, sometimes. No, okay, yeah, tell me on break when we go to the next song and everything. And so, yeah, but I Nailtini, they're awesome. It's funny, our neighbor, I was just talking to my neighbor out here who moved in next door to us, and they're new here. They've never lived in Key West, never visited Key West, have no clue what to do down here.
They just bought a house.
And they just bought a house. And
no, I'm saying they just didn't know anything, but they bought a house.
Yeah. So I'm out there talking with them, and she's like, "So what are you doing this weekend?" And I'm like, "Well, I've got radio tonight. We're doing this. You know, there's so many things starting to happen. We've got Goombay
This weekend.
It was started today, which a wet day for them, and tomorrow's supposed to be another wet day. So
Sunday should be nice. Looks like it's dry all day Sunday.
But Goombay's going on. Sunday should be good because we have the zombie bike races. There'll be over 7,000 bicyclists out there, dressed up in Halloween gear.
Or whatever.
Zombie-ish
stuff.
We're going to get our Svengoolie shirts out, aren't we?
I haven't decided what I'm wearing.
I'm wearing my Svengoolie shirt. So we're doing that. And then I'm telling you, this is the beginning of hell
Busy time.
for the next 2.5 weeks. Seriously.
Well, for you, but I mean,
maybe
it's
3.
busy. It's busy for the next 6 weeks, actually. We've got Fantasy Fest, and you got the showcase and all the other stuff, and then there's boat races.
Boat races.
And
hang on, let me get a camera.
Right in the middle of that, all of the snowbirds are starting to show up. So
yes, all the
we were at the commissary the other day, and I think the average age in there went up by about 20 or 30 years. We're like, this, wow.
Yeah, no, it was. They are.
You know, usually it's the Navy guys and their families and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Much younger.
No. Yeah. Well, you know what? You know the Fantasy Festers are in town because I was plogging this morning with Fred, and we're walking down Whitehead.
Oh, Whitehead, okay.
Towards the Green Parrot, and this lady walks out the door, and she's got these skimpy shorts on, and she's very large in the front with no bra, and they're just going everywhere. And Fred and I are like, "Good morning." You know, we're like, and she's like, "Oh, hello," and immediately she figured out, so she put her hands over everything and.
Hey, if you're going to be embarrassed, then you're in the wrong place for Fantasy
like,
Fest.
okay, you know.
You got to own it.
I looked at Fred and I go, "I think there was a cigarette butt I got to go pick up over there." So we had that, and then there was another lady coming out of Fausto's, her and this guy, and she had, again, the skimpiest shorts on that, and I'm like, Fantasy Festers are in town?
And them cute little skirts we saw over at Ross the other day, remember?
Yeah.
Like little, I mean, like, they're like maybe 4 inches long. I mean,
well, I haven't talked to my neighbors yet, who I was just talking about in this story, because they were asking what's going on, and I'm like, there's so much going on, but I don't think they've never been to Key West. They've never, unless they've heard or talked about Fantasy Fest. I mean, these are 2 airline pilots. I mean, these guys, you know, I'm sure they're seasoned in all kinds of stuff, you know, being constantly going somewhere. I mean, you listen to Amy. I mean, some of the stories Amy's told us.
Yeah, it's a flight attendant.
She's a flight attendant, and she's telling us how she crop dust going up and down the aisle. I was like, what?
The people she didn't like.
Yeah, so there's some confessions right there she's told us. But, yeah, we need to get her on the show one night.
I mean,
you know, we need to get.
She needs to leave the boys, though.
I know, but you know what? We need to get a gummy in her. Because we were over at her house one night doing wine, and she took a gummy, and I'm just watching her slowly go downhill.
Yeah, now we have got to get her home because she's got to be with the dogs.
But it was classic. It was classic. And she's like, "I hope you don't mind I took a gummy." I was like, okay. I would have never guessed. But anyway, yeah, she's always got some really interesting stories. But so, yeah, they were talking about not knowing what to do. And there's so much to do in Key West the next few weeks, 6 weeks. There's just everything's happening. So we're getting back into busy season.
3 weeks. 3.5, 4.
Getting into busy season, so
and then
what
happens the day before Thanksgiving? All the Christmassy stuff starts. They light the harbor lights and
oh yeah, I can't wait for that. When they light all the Christmas tree, I love the holidays down here. The holidays are just the coolest thing. And then you know what we're doing on the 24th? That's a Sunday
of
November.
Oh, we're doing the baptism?
The baptism of our goddaughter. Woohoo! And I've got a plug coming up. She sent me. I asked her to give me some promos with the baby. So
you're going to hear Cameron.
You're going to hear Cameron for the first time. We're breaking her into the radio business very, very soon.
Danny Lynn, your newest
Well, it's funny because I sent her the promo, and she posted out on Facebook, and she's like, "This is Cece's first radio promo." And it was the cutest thing. Hey, I think we got Ray and Harriet listening in tonight. We were just talking about you guys. Hey, Teresa Arnold, I'm telling you what, the holidays in Key West is just the coolest thing. And one of my favorite things, and we're going to do it with the Parrot Heads, I think, is
the trolley ride.
the trolley ride.
Either the trolley or the trolley's better because it's not as bumpy as the conch train.
Oh my God!
Go see all the Christmas lights.
And we bring a whole bunch of booze on board.
And rum balls.
And I make the rum balls.
We need to get making rum balls like right now.
Oh crap! You're right. You're right. I need to start making rum balls. And then we still got some from last year, so those are pretty seasoned in there. I bet you.
Ooh, add a little more coconut rum to the top of them.
You know, we need to taste those on air.
I've got a big bottle of coconut rum still.
Yeah. So, but no,
soak them in.
Teresa, holidays down here are the coolest thing. I just love it so much.
And you still owe me a cheesecake.
I'm gonna make you a sopapilla cheesecake. I was going to do it, I was thinking about doing it when Danny and Heather's here, but I don't think Heather eats a lot of that stuff. So I don't know if it's just,
The rest of us can eat it.
And Sweet Harriet says, hello, crap team. That's right, the crap team, everybody. We so appreciate everybody being a part of what we do in the Concord Public
It's like you can order your crap shirts.
That's right.
On the Southernmost Pint website.
Yes, Southernmost Pint. I'm actually going to put it out there so people can go out and start ordering those T-shirts because they're the bomb.
And it was like less than a week from when I ordered them till when we got them?
Well, yeah, because I had you'd ordered them, and I actually forgot you ordered them. And then we sent Lindsay a message asking how long does it take, and she's like, I don't know.
When she said, bad word, no.
I can only imagine what she was saying, but and then it's like, the next day, 2 days later, we get them in the mail.
We got them today or yesterday?
Yesterday. We got them yesterday, which was so cool. So, but I'm going to put that link out there, and you're going to hear me talk about it. But, yeah, get your crap shirts. And then I'm working on hats, everybody. I am working on hats. Everybody keeps bugging me about the hats. And thank you for bugging me because you got to keep me on task.
I ordered them on the 12th, then we got them on the 17th. So, 5 days.
That's pretty fast.
From ordering to
That's fast.
Receiving.
Now, Michelle Myers asked the question, what kind of stuff is she picking up when she gets down here? Because she's holding a lot of stuff for us wherever she's staying. I don't have a whole lot of...
It's not as bad as last year.
No, it's not as bad as last year. We're really cutting back on a lot of stuff. But, like the coffee pot and stuff like that. And if we don't want to take the coffee pot down there, that's fine. We can always go get coffee. I mean, how we all would decide to do this. But it's one of those things where I got all this stuff here, and at some point, someone might have to take all this stuff home because
we ain't got room.
We're losing room in
we are weeding out again in case we have to move.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. There was something else. And we can't forget that. I think, and Danny and I really haven't talked about it. He was supposed to get me on the show too at some point. Leading up to it, we haven't even done that. That's how crazy this year's turned out. Because I usually get on and talk about what's coming up, and he and I kind of work our schedules and stuff, and we haven't even done even that. But I think we're doing radio here on that Sunday. We normally do radio here at the house in the morning.
Last year they didn't. I thought he wanted a break last year.
No, we did it last year because we had Bill Crawley sitting here. We had everybody sitting here last year. We had a great time last year. I think
was it the year before we didn't?
What we didn't want to do.
We had a year where we didn't do it.
Well, we did 1 year here, and then we went 1 year over at Rick's, and then we came back here, and it was raining like hell out there because they were putting the umbrellas over everything. I don't know if we took a year off or not. I don't.
There was a year we didn't.
We might have taken a year off. You might be right on that one.
Are we doing Coastal Confessions that Friday?
No Coastal Confessions on that
And are we
Friday.
doing Coastal Confessions next Friday?
What's next Friday?
The Masquerade March.
That's up in the air, too. So there might be a couple Fridays we don't do Coastal Confessions. So I need to look at the calendar and then get with Danny on that. So, hey, Sweet Harry said hi to you, Michelle.
Hi.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Take that back.
Okay. Don't hi.
Don't hi. She said, hello, 1L Michelle.
The other Michelle.
Yeah, I missed that. So, If you're on YouTube, give us a like. Put the thumbs up, baby. I want to see some thumbs up out there. Hey, it's after 9 o'clock. I said I was going to get a bourbon at 9 o'clock, and that means we need to go to some music. This next artist that I'm going to be playing, who is playing at the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound, the 8th annual event we're having, is Jeff Randall at 1 p.m. And I love Jeff Randall's got some great stuff. He was really hit pretty good from the two hurricanes that were up there, and I was concerned. Now I haven't heard he's not coming yet, so as far as I know, he's still coming. And he posted something. He's ready to get back into some music and everything. Which before I played that, you and I played at Viva the other night, and we haven't done a whole lot of gigs lately. But God, did that feel good getting back out there?
It was actually good, but I didn't know what was going to happen.
We were both.
I was so tired.
We were both so strung out.
I was afraid if I had a couple of drinks, I might pass out or throw up, or I didn't know what was going to happen. I was like,
yeah, you'll be like, "What's up? Throw up."
You're like Willie.
Yeah. But no, you did really good, but it felt so damn good to get back out there on stage and have some fun, because you and I have been running 13 different directions. Bob bitching, how much for the hat? I don't know yet. We're still working that stuff out.
For the crab hat, yeah.
He is coming for show. Who's coming for show? Scott Nickerson. Did I miss something here in some of these threads? I'm looking at all the YouTube stuff. So, Scott, let me know. He is coming for show. I know I'm coming for show. But yeah, Jeff Randall should be at our show. I think you're talking about Jeff Randall, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Jeff Randall, yes. So far, I haven't heard a word from him. He's 1 p.m. on Thursday, October 31st. This is one of my favorite songs of Jeff. He's got some boating problems, and I just love this song.
See, fishing, floating, or beaching, something.
No, that's our new one. Which, you know what? We'll talk about new songs when we get back. But a little bit of Jeff Randall, everybody. Hope you're having a great time. What else you got to tell me tonight?
I just set sail across my neighborhood. I got me a lookout and she's looking damn good. Cruising the canals on our way to the Gulf. Yeah, we're meeting up with our crew and then we're off. I got a cooler full of ice for my rolling rock. Putting on the QT, passing the docks. We'll motor out of sight, that's right. Wanna anchor by noon, where we be looking like a sailing saloon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating on a party on the water. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, shut it up that bottom, all the way to the bottom. I got drinking friends with a boating problem. My baby, she be fishing just like I taught her. I brought my guitar to boogie woogie on the water. We all hoist different flags, but we in the same fleet. Oh, ain't we cool out here in the heat? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating on 'em. Party on the water, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Shut it up that bottom, all the way to the bottom. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. I got drinking friends with a floating problem.
I can't forget the first time I kissed her, and that's where the story begins. At a dive bar named Dina's in Encinitas, we met through a mutual friend. Had a hell of a time, yeah, we went all night. By morning, she messed up my head. I swore her off, but I'd be damned, I fell in love with tequila again. We lost our minds, we danced all night, picked up right where we left off. With hell with the boys, made all kinds of noise, singing at the top of our lungs. Yeah, once again I'll wake up on time with the headache turned up to 10, asking myself why the hell I fell in love with tequila again. Don't lose your sway now. Come on. Don't lose your sway. There we go. I've had some lovers. I love some more than others. They've all been a bittersweet buzz. And I've had some vices, most more than twice, and none does me quite like she does. I tried to forget her, wish I'd never met her, but I let her once right on in. Come Friday night, I'll fall right back in love with tequila again. Come on! We lose our minds, we dance all night, pick up right where we left off. Raise hell with the boys, make all kinds of noise, singing at the top of our lungs. Yeah, once again I'll wake up on time with the headache turned up to 10, asking myself why the hell I fell in love with tequila again. Till they lay me down, I've fallen and out of love with tequila again. Every time.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
That's right, baby Con Cameron. We love listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle every Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Tiki Man Radio. That's right. You love it, don't you?
No matter the age, tune in to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio every Friday night from 8 to 10 p.m. You can listen to Tiki Man Radio on the internet at www.tikimanradio.com or watch us Friday nights on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube camera, sponsored by the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in Key West. That's Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
Vanessa here, coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Hideaway in the gorgeous Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. Now back to the show.
That's right, back to the show. Hey, what'd you think of little Cece?
Cameron, Cece, whatever.
I couldn't help. I had to do that. I said, we're going to get some more funny ones here pretty soon. I think we're going to get one when she's like throwing a tantrum. And
because she can't watch Tiki Man
because she
Radio.
wants Tiki Man Radio and she's throwing a fit because she wants to, I loved it. It was so cool. Hey, Maureen made a comment in here about something about she threw a bunch of confessions at us.
No.
So I think this is what she was talking about. Lots of bonuses that I wasn't looking for. Did I mention the concert I was attending? Oyster Festival this weekend. Then on to the state pickleball tournament. Pickleball. This pickleball stuff cracks me up. Oh, I have a pickleball song.
You do?
The old
we're
Key West.
pickleball band.
The old Key West bound one. Oh, we're pickleball bound. Jesus Christ. Oh, what can I say anyway? Hey, Danny and Heather's out there. They just got back from watching the new Beetlejuice.
Don't say the third one.
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
There you go. Let me catch up here because, see, Maureen says she provided me some confessions. James Cohen's out there. Crap, you said it 3 times, and I can just imagine how he would be during Fancy Fest in Key West. Ooh, that would be a good one.
Well, he would make a good thing to dress up as.
I don't know. All these other, I don't know if I could, I don't know. These movies don't really do much for me.
Which ones?
Actually, you and I are in the middle of watching West Wing and
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. That's how anal we are. I'm actually.
But we've only got a few episodes left on West Wing, and I've been watching Discovery all over again. Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
And I'm down to the last 2 episodes.
Oh, thank God.
But then I'll have to watch some Lower Decks to make sure I'm up because the new Lower Decks is next Thursday.
Everybody knows what it's like at my house. Woo! No, I that's what I miss about living in the D.C. area. I always loved all that stuff.
What stuff?
Well, we used to go to the White House. We did that. I used to get those tickets from Tony for go see some of those people. And then Old Ebbitt's Grill.
Old Ebbitt's?
Oh, my God. I miss Old Ebbitt's Grill. I miss all that fun stuff out there. We're going to have to figure something out.
Ruth's Chris in Crystal City.
Which is always cool.
Portofino's.
Because we always ran into somebody out there that...
That one time, what was you, me, Tammy, and Karen were there, and what was his job? Was he security? Not security.
He was a Joint Chief
Secretary of Staff? I thought
it was the Joint Chiefs of Staff, wasn't it? Is that who you're talking about? The Joint Chief?
I thought we saw Colin
Yeah,
Powell.
he was Joint Chief at that time.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ray wants to know if we ever finished Boardwalk Empire. No, we did not.
No, we have not watched season 6.
God, that's another good one. Boardwalk Empire. We were like...
Do you have our season 6?
I think we got them all down there. I have to look. I don't remember.
No, we lent one to Ray and Harriet, so I don't know.
Yeah. And, Danny posts on the YouTube. If you guys aren't on YouTube, you should be on YouTube because we do a lot of cool stuff. And you can see us right in our living room. We were actually talking about doing a towel night where we do the radio broadcast in towels. So let's see what happens. So let's see if we get the numbers up, get them over 24,000 or something. But, excuse me, I did get my bourbon. So let me take a little sip because, the dust in here has really dried my throat out. Really bad.
Didn't dry me out. It just
Oh my God.
It irritates. The silica and the dust was.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I like what Danny said. We're looking forward to the family reunion in Key West, and it really is. You know, this Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase
tradition
is a family tradition. You know, a reunion and getting together and seeing everybody. And I just love that so much. And Scott Dickerson, I did get your text info, and I just sent you a comment, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you, my friend. It's been way too long. And Teresa Arnold, yay, West Wing. What's next?
Yeah, we'll see, because we watched Madam Secretary first.
Yeah, Madam Secretary.
And then we kind of started watching West Wing, and then on Roku, we were watching something else, and Designated Survivors popped up. So we're like, oh, yeah, we should finish watching
I like that one, you know.
So.
It makes you think, you know. It's
Could happen.
Could happen. You never know in this crazy world we live in. Maybe that should be a song. I was talking about songs before we went into another music, writing music. That's something that really bums me out right now because I have not had a chance to do a whole lot of that lately. And I'm looking forward to getting back in. I've got one that I think I told you the other day, I'm going to go ahead and start recording Sea Breeze.
Yeah.
I'm going to start getting that one going.
That, and like I said, when Tiffany gets down here.
And once Tiffany gets down here, the Beach and Boatin', Fish and Floatin', I know we played that on the Tuesday on the Island show a number of times. I think we're ready to... I've done a little bit more finagling with it, so once she gets here, we're going to talk about it.
because we had done some recording, but we need to update it probably.
Yeah. So we're gonna take care of that. And I'm trying to think what else is going on. Yeah, Danny goes, "Oh my God, Boardwalk Empire is great." Yes, Boardwalk Empire was.
Gives me nightmares though.
You're just thinking of that guy in there
that big, tall Italian guy.
I can't think. Yeah,
Creeps me out.
Yeah, he was a bit creepy, but he played in something else, and we're like, he wasn't creepy in that, so he must be a good actor. He goes from creepy to non-creepy.
I thought he was creepy because wasn't he also in that other one we were watching, that Vinyl?
Was it Vinyl?
I thought it was Vinyl.
That's another one we need to go back and look at too.
Vinyl, Shameless. We only watched one episode of Shameless, but that was hilarious. It was the El Canyon episode, for any of you.
Now, Michelle Meyer says you need to also record No Regrets. We have that recorded.
Yeah, it's recorded on. It's on the main B-Man and Misbehavin's album.
Yes, it is. But I could always re-record it. Yeah. We could always do it our way and re-record it.
But I mean, it's kind of cool with you and Colin singing it. I mean, because Colin's singing the other parts, and so,
yeah. It really bums me out that. Well, let's put it this way: I walk damn near every day, and if I don't walk, it really freaks me out. I like getting my walks in. I mean, I'm getting to the age where I got to do something, for crying out loud, and but because we've been kind of glued to this.
Because they start jackhammering around 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, they get here around 8:15, 8:30.
Now, the crew's been pretty cool. I mean,
they're good crew. I mean, they just got their work to do, but it's noisy and dusty and yucky.
And I feel sorry for the cats, but I think they've kind of.
Last Friday, I was about up my wits' end. I was like,
I know. I honestly thought you were going to go Harry Carey. I thought you were just going to I was looking at you and I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be good. I was like tippy-toeing around the house and trying to help. I'm like, what can I do? You're like, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I think there was one thing you said that kind of irritated me, and I just felt like saying, I'm trying to help your ass. You need to work with me.
And that would have helped, I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
Not.
But it has. I mean, it really has been pretty crazy, and knowing everything we got going on and trying to get everything back into, but, we did it. We're getting there. We're making it happen.
Actually, the house is about as clean as usual, but I like to have it cleaner before we have people come over,
Yeah.
I see some dust up on the propeller. I'm going to have to pledge that.
And
did anybody clean the top of the air conditioner? I'm guessing not.
No. These cleaning teams that come in here do okay, but
they don't really do that much better than you could do yourself. It's just you don't want to do it yourself. So.
No. God, I hate cleaning. Jesus, that's the last thing I want to do. And I hate making the bed. God, you and I get into just over the silliest stuff. You're making the bed. You're like
you always
pull so hard.
You don't just pull it to where it's supposed to be. You crank it over about 6 inches, and then I'm like, okay, you just pulled all my shit out of place that I just did. So
yeah, I hate making the bed. I do it my way and then of course you're yanking and pulling and doing your thing, and I'm like, I did the same thing and I got yelled at, but you're doing that. You're like, shut up. So
usually I just do it by myself.
Anyway, so Teresa,
who made the bed tonight?
You did. Thank you very much. I think I was in the middle of a bunch of other stuff and you just took the initiative. So
took the initiative. I always make it by myself.
Yeah. As I put myself in trouble here, so. It's one of those things. And I was going to say, Teresa, so I haven't written any stuff in a while. I mean, I got some stuff. I'm just kind of playing.
That's the other one we need to re-record.
Which one?
We need to do the Barnacles and Brew. We've talked about
I got
that.
Barnacles and Brew. I've got, so we got a lot on our plate, and I'm hoping we can make a lot of changes here.
We got enough for an album, I think, at this point.
Danny goes, I hate making the bed with Heather. Jeez, yeah. No. See, it's just not me.
It's just easier to do it by yourself, probably.
Oh, my God, when we do it in the RV.
Well, that's tough.
Jesus criminy, I need to go see a chiropractor after doing that damn bed.
It's all
in
crammed
there.
in the front, and you're like, lift up the corner.
I'm like, lift up the bed, and I'm like, I think I just got a hernia trying to slap the sheet over here.
Yeah, our old RV was straightforward. This one's like
that
kinda
was
tucked
easy,
back into a nook, and it's like not easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's at some point in there, I'm trying to pull the sheet, and I'm like, I just pulled something in my back. And yeah, Danny also makes a point here. I was reading his thread here. I don't know if you guys know this or seen the pictures, but, the old tiki house is no longer here. They tore it down.
It'd be cool if we could do implosions here like they do in like Vegas and stuff. You're like,
yeah, if we did an implosion, it'd be like dominoes on the
whole
entire
block.
street of Duval. Boom, boom, boom,
the whole
boom.
block would go down.
Yeah.
But it would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. Yeah, you see all the cockroaches and termites going, what the hell happened?
That's like our neighbor with all this construction because they're in the walls, Well, the roaches are in the walls, but I mean, the construction is going on. They're getting into the rebar inside of the concrete in the wall. So when Susan or who asked you, it's like, has there been a lot more roaches?
Yeah, Susan. It's like, you see a lot of roaches lately? Yep. Are they big? I'm like, yep.
Oh, the one the other night. We never found him, did we?
No.
I don't know where he died.
I don't know, but we got some luggage missing. I don't know. He might have carried the luggage out with him, but I don't know.
I still think he's under the bed. I have to go find him in the guest room.
It's in Danny and Heather's room.
No, he was like 4 inches long. It was huge.
Yeah. No, it's in there.
Was it like 2 weeks ago? He was like scooting by, and I'm like,
it was right after the radio show, and you're like, oh my
no,
God.
it was during the radio show.
Was it during the radio show?
I'm like, did you see that?
I wasn't going to say anything. I think he had a gun.
Had to go find some raid.
Yeah, I think he had a gun.
I
was
sprayed
like,
the crap out of him, so he's probably dead. We haven't found him yet.
He went to pop a cap in the Daddy Longlegs' ass in there or something. I don't know. But no,
Daddy
he was
Longlegs.
big. He was. Yeah. So yeah, it's in Danny and Heather's room though.
Heather's like, you.
We'll get him out of there for crying out loud.
Yeah, I got to pull that stuff out
That
from
might
under
have
the
been
bed.
who was watching TV in there the other night with that cockroach just sitting there. Was like, got his legs up in the air and going through channels.
Hey, can you get me a beer, man?
I need a beer in here. It's like, all right, quit being a pushy cockroach. Oh my God! Hey, I want to get some more music. You know the Southernmost Coconut Castaways. The last time we played for them, I swear to God, somebody always goes up and is like, "Do you know a Howie song?" And I'm
So
like,
you did a Howie song this time.
so I said no. So the other day I did a Howie song on Wednesday. So we played a little Howie for them. And I said, hey, I learned this song for you. And they were like, so not impressed. Oh, okay, great. I'm like, you're not happy? I won't play it. Oh, no, go ahead and play it. It's a Howard Livingston song. It's like, okay. Yeah. So I played it. And I'm like, how does that go? Oh, that was really good. But Howard Livingston. I'm like, okay, I wasted my time doing a Howard Livingston song. It was a good song, though, and I'm glad I did it. So, and I'm going to play it for you guys. Blame it on the margaritas as I refresh my bourbon. Hope you guys are having a good time tonight. Don't forget to get those thumbs up, everybody, because that's what we like to see. A little bit of margarita time. I got to go feed the cockroach. I'll be right back.
She came down from the mainland looking for a quiet holiday. She'd been working way too hard. She wanted to get away. She was more the conservative type, wanted to read her books all alone. The one trip to the tiki bar, she never made it home. Blame it on the margaritas, blame it on the rum, blame it on the moonlight, blame it on the sun, blame it on the
boss up north keeps calling, says you've got to get back home. She thought for a minute and then she did it in the ocean winter foam. Now she wakes up every morning, grinning ear to ear, selling seashells on the beach is her new career. Blame it on the margaritas, blame it on the rum, blame it on the moonlight, blame it on the sun, blame it on the ocean, it's so very blue. Blame it on anything, just don't blame it on you. Another plane is landing, someone is getting off. Their life's about to change in a way they never thought. They'll sit by the ocean and feel the gentle breeze all day. They'll look in the sky, wave at their plane going by, 'cause they're becoming another castaway. Blame it on the margaritas, blame it on the rum, blame it on the moonlight, blame it on the sun, blame it on the ocean, it's so very blue. Blame it on anything, just don't blame it on you. Don't blame it on
Well, for all you people out there who have not grown up and you still have that childhood stuff in your old grown-up body, like I think that's me too. So I got into writing children's books with my daughter, who's here tonight, Savannah Jane, and we wrote a couple books together. And I immediately put it in the Berkshire Hathaway stock for her. I had a tip, you know. Anyway, so, you know, I don't know where we came up with the idea for it, but it was, of course it was. It was Bob Marley. You know, we based the Jolly Man on Bob and and then a couple other guys I knew in my travels around the Caribbean who would just go to islands and sing for kids in schools, and I started doing that too, and so it gave me the idea to do this. So this is a little song called the Jolly Man that kind of works on any island you go on, and there was and I met a 5-year-old last night at Salute who had told me about the Jolly Man, and he sleeps with the book, and I go, it's better than sleeping with the fishes like Luca Brasi. So this is a little Jolly Man that goes up into the fun category right there. What, you liked that one?
I like the Luca
I just
Brasi
made it up right there on the spot.
Little Godfather right out of your back pocket. That's strong.
Well, we'll tell them because we just finished an album too that'll probably be out in September. We finished the tracks, but somehow or another I got Sleeping with the Fishes and Luca Brasi to rhyme in a song, but that's all I'm going to tell you about it. Yeah. So that it was still stuck in there, I guess. But I shouldn't have compared the Jolly Man to Luca Brasi. I take that back. All right, here we go. There is a tale that the island people tell. Don't know if it is true, but I love it so well. Jolly Man sings for his supper every night. People fed him well, 'cause he treated them so right. Whoa, 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 Jolly Man sing. Whoa, 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 make a rhyme ring. see him sing and they hate to see him go. Whoa, 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 Charlie might sing. Whoa, 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 make the music ring. He was making his way home on a dark and stormy night when he heard a cry for help and he saw a flashing light. When he reached the other boat and offered them a hand, they said, "Give us all your cargo," as they took a pirate stand. Whoa, 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 Charlie might sing. Whoa, 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 give them everything. Charlie, man, we know you sing your last song very well. They tossed him in the ocean 'cause their hearts were laden down. Came along a dog, but he said, "Charlie, man, hello. I've always loved you singing. Come on board, let's go." Whoa, 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 Charlie might sing. Whoa, 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 make the oceans ring. They bid to say goodbye. He swam into the heavens and they stayed up in the sky. And all the other people, when they wish upon a star, see the dolphin and the jolly man, tell them where they are. Whoa, 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 jolly man sing. Whoa, 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 make the heavens ring. Whoa, 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 jolly man sing. For children of all ages, yeah.
Nailtini
Okay.
Nail Bar and Day Spa in Key West offers a relaxing and serene atmosphere. Whether you are visiting Key West or a local, Nailtini is your temporary getaway from stressful everyday life. We provide a wide range of services. Dr. Lesson offers Botox and fillers by appointment only. We have skincare that includes waxing and facials. And for nails, it's not just a pedicure. You can get gel, you can get acrylic. While our skilled professionals pamper you and your guests, you can sit back and enjoy a relaxing manicure, pedicure in one of our massage chairs and enjoy a complimentary martini or other drink option. To see all our spa services, visit us at our website, nailtiniKeyWest.com, or call 305-294-4443 to talk with one of our skilled professionals and to make your appointment today. Hi, this is Sissy at Nailtini. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
That's right, B-Man and Michelle. I tell you what, if you're in town, go down to Nailtini and have a little bit of fun with those guys. They're a great. They're a lot of fun. My neighbor next door. I mean, this afternoon I was talking to her. She's like, "I went there. That is the coolest place." And she goes, "I'm always going to go there." And I'm like, "That's a good neighbor."
That's where we go.
Be a good neighbor. Oh, we have spillage. We've got rum. So during the music break, Sweet Harriet says she was just looking up what animals eat cockroaches. Interesting. I don't. Do cats eat them? Yeah, really. So Patty the plumber's like, she is the best damn plumber on this island. So, hey, guess what's coming up? Yeah, here we go. It's This Day in Music. Although I'll wait for Michelle because she had to run to the kitchen to get another towel. Here she comes. Walking down the street. Let me see, Michelle Myers. I was nowhere near that glass. Yes, Michelle, with one L. You were nowhere near that glass. I don't like anybody who comes close to my equipment with something of liquid, except me. And then I can sit there and yell at me when all that happens. So, are you done there? No. Do I have to redo this? Okay. Anyway, while Michelle's cleaning up, we'll get back to the other stuff. She always changes the show, what we're doing here. No, I want to wait for you. Because you're a part of this, and that's what we're all about. So apparently my mom's husband's son is in Key West, Philip, and his wife. So maybe we'll get a chance to, and the baby. Well, I don't know if the baby's here or not. I don't know. But okay, well, I guess the baby's with them, as you yell at me from the kitchen. So, but anyway, I appreciate everybody who tunes in every Friday with us, and we have a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody who's coming down to Key West. This, again, another family reunion, and this is going to be a good one. Michelle Myers, I promise you, I do not have a bunch of stuff to give you, but we do have a lot of stuff that needs to be taken down there. And real quick, there we go. One more time. This day in music. Are you ready, Michelle?
I'm as ready as I was before.
Do you need to get more rum? 1957, ladies and gentlemen. A young Paul McCartney made his first onstage appearance with the Quarrymen at New Clubmore Hall, Conservative Club in Liverpool. Conservative Club. Interesting. Conservative
Club.
Does anybody know who the drummer was before Ringo Starr? I want to hear.
No, but we got a picture of him in our bedroom somewhere.
Okay, but you don't remember who he is, though, right?
I don't remember the name.
All right, I do. 1967, John Lennon, branching out from the Fabs, played a small but memorable role as Gripweed in Richard Lester's anti-war black comedy, How I Won the War. Are you okay over there? The film premiered in London on this day. I've never watched that, although I do remember seeing the pictures and stuff. So, 1968, Led Zeppelin, briefly known as the New Yardbirds, played his first British engagement at the Marquee Theatre. 1975, Simon and Garfunkel reunited.
What year?
Let me back that up.
You said 35.
1975.
Okay.
I didn't say 35. Oh, you've been drinking. That's why you spilled your drink. Simon and Garfunkel reunited on stage in an episode of Saturday Night Live to positive reviews and good ratings. 1975. Well, hang on here. We got people that are chiming in. Teresa Arnold said, "Party foul, Michelle."
Yeah. Sorry.
Scott Nickerson.
I should have licked it up. I know, but.
Scott says, April says, "Hi, hello." And you're right, Scott Nickerson. It was Pete Best. Pete Best was the guy. And then, of course, Calais, Coastal Confessions. I ate a cockroach. My sister gave me a brownie and cockroach in it. Love my sister.
Ooh. Yuck.
Oh, she said, I definitely said 1935. You girls all stick together when you're picking on us guys.
You can listen to it when you do the replay or whatever.
I'm going to go in there and overdub it and go 1975.
70.
I'm going to do that. You watch me. Are you ready? Shall we proceed? 2000, April. I was reading something Teresa Arnold just said. Hi, April.
Read one thing at a time. There.
2000. Well, if I had more people reading all this other stuff, I wouldn't have to do all this. I'm a one-man band over here, woman.
But you can still read one thing at a time.
Oh, I love you so much. In 2000, American singer and actress Julie London. Think about that name for a minute. Julie London died after suffering a stroke. Do you know what she played on?
Was she on, what's with Dr. Smith?
No. She recorded 32 albums during her career.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, is that cool? Played the role of Nurse Dixie McCall on the television series Emergency.
Okay, Emergency, okay.
Here's a little funny trivia for you. My brother, we used to watch that when we were kids.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I could have drop kicked my brother, kind of like on South Park. Don't kick the baby.
That was Ike.
Yeah, it was like Ike, and man, he'd be in there going, woo, woo, woo. My dad would be like, shut the hell up. I was like, oh my God. 2005, Madonna admitted that she wrote a groveling letter to ABBA asking to sample them on her latest single, Hung Up. The singer had to seek permission for Gimme, 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 and became only the second act that ABBA had allowed to sample their work.
Sample is cover? Does that mean cover in
What I want
Norwegian or whatever?
Sample is Norwegian. May we sample your work?
Maybe cover you.
2008, Adele appeared on Saturday Night Live along with the U.S. vice presidential candidate. I can see Russia.
No, Sarah Palin. I can see Russia from my house.
There you go. The show earned its highest ratings in 14 years.
Didn't I go with Sarah Palin to a Halloween party?
Yeah, you did.
Was that with you or was that with my ex-husband?
2013, Paul McCartney gave an impromptu gig at Covent Garden, London, to a crowd of more than 2,000 fans during his lunchtime rush. McCartney's latest solo album, New, was released that same week. Hey, I'm just here for a little bit to give you a little bit of lunchtime music. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot the words. Birthdays today. Bobby Troop, composer of Route 66. Was born in 1918.
Get your kicks.
On Route 66. You're supposed to help me there, Michelle.
Oh, sorry.
Chuck Berry was born in 1926. Berry was among the first musicians to be included into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really? The same year my dad was born.
On its opening in 1986, with the comment that he laid the groundwork for not only a rock and roll sound, but a rock and roll stance. He died in March 18, 2017.
I think that's proven on Back to the Future.
I love it. Back to the Future was a good one, yeah. Blues musician Jessie Mae Hemphill was born on this day in 1923. I left this one in there. Cynthia Well, a songwriter inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with husband Barry Mann, was born today in 1940. Among their credits, Pointer Sisters, He's So Shy, Mama Cass, Make Your Own Kind of Music. Yeah. On Broadway. On Broadway.
Oh, that was a good one too.
We gotta get out of this place. You've Lost That Love and Feeling, and many more.
Oh, You've Lost That. That's classic from
that love.
The original Top Gun.
Mm-hmm. She died in 2023.
That was the Everly Brothers, right?
Here's a song you and I do all the time. Joe Egan of Steelers Wheels, co-writer of Stuck in the Middle.
People love that song.
I know.
Oh my God! Whenever
I wasn't going to play it the other night, but next thing you know, we did it. Good night, Scott Nickerson. He's going to bed.
No, when people like singing along, they're like,
I know. I wasn't going to do it, but then I did it. Next thing you know, everybody's out there. Oh, you can see them going crazy. Gary Richroth, guitarist for REO Speedwagon, was born on this day in 1949. Drummer, vocalist, and songwriter from the Doobie Brothers, Keith Cutson, was born on this day in 52. He passed away in 2005. And Zac Efron. Who's Zac Efron?
he's like an actor these days. I mean, last 20 years or so.
Well, this is all about music.
I knew
we got an actor.
but I mean, he must sing too.
He's 37. And today, the very last one, my sister.
What year?
I don't remember. I don't know.
She's 2 years younger than me, so 67, I would say. 1967.
Yeah, today is her birthday, and she is a musician as well. She was played back in the day, and she gave it all up because she got tired of all the BS. So
there's a lot of BS.
But she was really good, so we love the fact that
she played with Fingers Taylor.
She did play with Fingers Taylor, so I was impressed with that. So, hey, real quick, I'm going to get to some more music here. Our last two artists that are coming up, Mark Mulch and Manalo, play at 3 p.m. on Thursday, October 31st. And before that is Adrian Z, but I kind of changed the thing up a little bit. You guys are you'll figure out why. B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions right here from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Let's get a little bit more music. We'll be right back.
This island holds a special place in my heart, somewhere I can go and make a brand new start. We could escape down by the water, just you and I in the salty air. soaking up these sunrise vibes with you here by my side, staring at the light of a brand new day. Cup of coffee in my hand, sitting in the sand. These are the days that I hold strong, running on these sunrise vibes all day long. It's a beautiful day hanging by the ocean. Rhythm of the waves is my devotion. Those swaying palm trees painting up the sky, they hold me up and slow me down. Soaking up these sunrise vibes with you here by my side, staring at the light of a brand new day. Cup of coffee in my hand, sitting in the sand. These are the days that I hold strong, running on these sunrise vibes all day long.
We don't have to go too far, sometimes it's right where we are. This horizon's all we ever need.
Soaking up these sunrise vibes with you here by my side, staring at the light of a brand new day. Cup of coffee in my hand, sitting in the sand. These are the days that I hold strong, running on these sunrise vibes all day long, holding on to these sunrise vibes all day long.
Hi, this is Adrian Z. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
She's a bright star, shining in a dark sky, bringing a light to every dream. Like a new child, walking for the first time, open-eyed to all she sees. Chameleons, changing
Here's a little story about a band we know, plays down in the Gulf of Mexico. You can see us on the beach and all around, juking it up, breaking it down. Jax Bowers on the drums, that boy is mean. Rudy Cox on the bass, he's a grooving machine. Johnny Rustler's our guitar slinger, and I'm Saltwater Dave, I'm a rock and roll singer. Bang, bang! Well, folks coming down from far away to join the party, and here's play. Players show up from all around just to sit in, just to get down. We don't use auto-tune or quantize. We play this stuff before your very eyes. We all dance till we stumble and limp to the sounds of the band called Bang Bang Shrimp. Bang Bang! Steel Pan Man joining in. Wouldn't be a party without Sonny Jim. Beth Travers playing that cowbell strong. Eugene Moles grooving along. Got Danny Hoy and her beautiful voice. Beth and Danny making beach flavor noise. Rich McGuire shredding percussion. Nobody dragging, nobody rushing. Bang, bang! Off to my left, tambourines and drums, fueled by beer and plenty of rum. Off to my right, 20 kazoos, fueled by who knows what kind of booze. Right down front, there's a conga line, grooving to the beat, moving in time. Old Saltwater Dave here on the B3. Everybody's partying down by the sea. Bang, bang! Everybody's stealing the coconut rum bar. Everybody's stealing the coconut rum bar. Well, the sun goes down and the moon is high. Everybody's loving this tropical vibe. Waves are laughing on the shore. Conga lines calling out for more. Digging on that island sound. Bang, bang, shrimp, laying it down. Whole damn night's been musical bliss. Put it all together and it sounds like this. Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Everybody's doing the coconut rum bar. 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 Everybody's doing the bang. Everybody's doing the coconut rum bar. Everybody's doing the coconut rum bar.
Hey everybody, join us for Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday. Come over and be part of the show. We'll be streaming live on the Cammy's Grammy Live Cam on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and get into the chat and be a part of the show. That's Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana music station. Now, back to B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions. We're getting ready to close the night out, but I'm here to tell you we just got the really coolest news. So we've been doing this Fantasy Fest King and Queen thing. It's a really neat thing that you get 4 people that are bucking for Fantasy Fest King and Queen, and then they end up having the ones who don't win the King and Queen end up getting the Duchess.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Who won? Who won King?
Our very own Conch Republic Aerospace Program team member, Lisa Z is the king.
Woo!
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Woohoo! We've been working hard for her and trying to get out there and raise all kind of money.
For whom? The ASPC.
I want to get to that in just a minute. But the queen is Marjorie, who's also a musician down here. So the So congratulations to King Lisa Z, Queen Marjorie, Duke Michael, and Duchess Ellie. Over $200,000 has been raised for
by 4 people. Can you imagine that?
the SPCA here in the Florida Keys, and that is what I think is so freaking cool. I love this. I love this. I mean, that's what this island is all about. I mean, we are just one human family. We're out there taking care of one another. That's why I love living here like we do. I mean, that just makes.
I sent you some stuff today. Did you see the stuff?
I have not looked at it, but I will. I promise I will.
About Walter White is doing a campaign of not littering. So
I love
for New Mexico. So.
Well,
and you started. Well, you didn't plug in there. You did the CERT stuff.
I did. I did the community emergency response team stuff. So I started a emergency response team in Albuquerque. I had over 400 members that were part of our CERT team, and they would come out and support the Celtic events. Any event was going on.
Any events. But I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
That was kind of cute.
I love.
And you need to read the stuff I sent you.
I'm going to read that. Yeah. So I'm so proud of them. I'll send her a message after the show, congratulating her. We've done a lot of hard work. The vibrator races were the coolest thing because our pocket rocket. I got to put it up here. Hang on here. So give me just a second here. I'm switching. If you're on YouTube, you get to see it. But the Crapalicious Kink Stick was the winner for
our heat, right?
Yes, we were in the second heat. We were lane number 4, and they called it the Crapalicious Kink Stick. And I love it. So if you're on YouTube, you were able to see the Crapalicious winner thing on there, and I loved it. So hey, real quick, we got. Let me see. Callie McCool goes. Coastal Confession, my wife just told me she was the mastermind for putting the cockroach in the brownie. And he said his wife's name is Alyssa. Did I say it correctly? Elisa? Alyssa?
But she told his sister or brother to cook him a brownie with a cockroach in it?
Apparently she was the mastermind behind him eating a cockroach and a brownie.
Ew.
And he goes, advice for B-Man, if Michelle offers you a fresh baked brownie, inspect it before you eat it. Well, let's put it this way. If Michelle bakes me a brownie,
you know something's up.
Just by the fact that she's in the kitchen baking brownies.
I mean, I used to like to bake when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, you don't bake now, and if you come up to say, yeah,
I like cookies. But I eat more of the dough than I actually make. Half of the dough doesn't make it into the oven.
Yeah. So let's put it this way. I would know just by the second Michelle comes handing me a brownie.
I was up to.
I made these in the kitchen. I'd be like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah, you're up to something.
What's that stuff that smells like the almond smell? What is that? Arsenic?
Arsenic
Yeah,
smells like almonds.
There you go. That's
how those old ladies did it back in the day. Arsenic and old lace.
That's why Michelle. I know 2 things that Michelle cooks. Your enchilada casserole, which is really good. I'll give you kudos for that. And microwave mac and cheese.
There's something else. I make something else.
Well, refresh my memory because it hasn't been in a while.
I'm thinking too, yeah.
Yeah, so. Oh, my God. Anyway, guys,
nachos. I can make pretty good nachos.
You know, you and I, when
we used to make nachos all the time.
You and I were first dating, and then when we first got married.
No. When we lived in Albuquerque, we'd make them like at least once every 2 weeks.
That would be our dinner.
We'd do a big plate of nachos.
Nachos, chicken. I mean, we would load them up like they did at Margaritaville.
I had that little nacho plate.
Yeah, that's what we used to do, like they do it at Margaritaville, but only ours were better. Teresa Arnold, cyanide. No!
I don't know what that tastes like. Supposedly arsenic has a almondy taste.
Yeah, well, you know what? No soup for you. Anyway.
I like almonds, so you could easily poison me, probably. Be like, ooh,
my. So, I don't know about that. I got all these little buttons now, so I'm a little dangerous. So, anyway, I think we're going to get ready to close the show down tonight. I got one last one. So, we played Adrian Z. She's at 2 p.m. on Thursday, October 31st. And then, of course, Mark Mulch and Manala. They're 3 p.m. on Thursday. And then, of course, I played some Dave Sines, Beth Travers, the Bang Bang Shrimp song. So we played that before we came back on air here. And those guys will be playing the Tiki Time Happy Hour, 4 to 6 p.m. And you won't want to miss that because Dave and Beth and whoever else they bring up on stage are that's why we call it the Tiki Time Happy Hour, because you're going to be happy as hell and having a great time and lots of stuff going on. We'll talk more about. Are we on the air next week? I think we are.
Well, are we doing
Well,
the Masquerade March?
We'll figure that out.
You know what? We might be able to start a little later. Like if we started at 9 instead of 8.
We could do
Make
that.
it back in
We go
time.
9 to 11 because Jukebox Saturday, following this show tonight, everybody. Don't forget Jukebox Saturday.
You have to talk to Danny, see if it's okay.
Yeah, we'll see what Danny wants to do. Although, once you and I get out there, and if you've never, this is a cool thing about the Locals Parade. That's what is next Friday.
The Masquerade March.
You go down Francis, and then they've got this big long thing, but along the way, you've got all these hotels and people.
Actually, the way they've advertised it on the Fantasy Fest site, it's like the whole march is just a party on wheels, basically.
It is a party because all these hotels, all these houses, all these people, they make these Jello shots. I mean,
and they said bring your own stuff too. There's like
thousands of Jello shots that just get handed out. I mean, it's the coolest thing, and
but I mean, really cool groups of people too. I mean, like Wizard of Oz. You get the tree and the lion.
Well, that one year, they had the people that dressed as like the MASH.
Oh, the MASH was cool.
The MASH was really neat, and then so yeah, it's just unbelievable the costumes that you'll see out there. I mean, Key West.
It's very creative.
Creativity is just unbelievable. So, I think I'm going to close the show out tonight. I was going to close it out with a song by Randy Moore. It's called a Jimmy Buffett song. But you know what? I'm going to close it out with Jockey Jord. Because Jockey Jord, if you guys don't know who Jockey Jord is, send me a message. I'll send you his info.
His Ready Room is sold out, but he's playing on what day?
He's playing he's playing Thursday night in the Ready Room.
Right, but when's his regular thing?
I don't know what his schedule is because I have not gone out there and looked. But
when is he playing with us other than the Ready Room? He's not playing during the day?
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought he had a slot.
We talked about it, but he's doing stuff with Roger Bartlett. And where I'm going with this is, guys, this is like a young Jimmy Buffett. And when I said that to him, he's like, I don't really like that. But I'm like, dude, I mean, I appreciate you not wanting to feel that. But I mean, a lot of people are gravitating towards this kid. And I mean, he writes so many songs. I'm so impressed.
And he's producing his own work.
Yeah, he does his own stuff. I mean, so this kid, all I have said to him was,
don't forget the little people.
I have done so many things for you. There better be a damn 2 tickets for us to be in the green room when you make it big like a Jimmy Buffett, because I'm going to hold your ass to it, mister. Because this kid, I mean, he's that damn good. And we did a Ready Room just before he left. I think it was May timeframe, May or June, and it sold out immediately. We've got him for the Thursday night up in the Ready Room. When he advertised it, it was sold out in one day.
He should have doubled his ticket prices.
He should have doubled his ticket prices. So, I mean, this guy, and he's playing around Key West. I'll have to find out the rest of his schedule, but he's actually doing a lot of stuff with Roger Bartlett. And again, you know what, guys, I say, he's like a Jimmy Buffett. When you look at him, when you see him, when you see his creativity.
Much taller, but yeah.
And I think Roger sees it too. I think Roger enjoys playing with him because he sees a very young the potential in this kid, and I'm happy to see that happening for him because he's a really good guy. I think I have it in here. I thought I had it. There it is. Okay. So we're going to close the night out. B-Man and Michelle, thank you guys so much. We'll be back right after this song. We close it out every Friday like we do. So thanks for being a part of it. Don't forget to hit those thumbs up for everything. And we'll let you know if we're playing, if we're going to be on here next week or not. There's a lot going on. So hang on, everybody. And I look forward to seeing all of our family coming down for the 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase here in Key West. So Jockey Jord down the road.
Why do you act so surprised? See, turn your back and rub blind. This town is full of drifters, don't you know? They put on their disguise, but you can't see it in their hazy eyes. They are waiting for their time to go. You won't see them down the road. 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 Okay. Where the road ends, we begin. Before you know you're one of them. Once you ran away from something too. Well, I guess that it ain't all that bad. One day you'll think of all the fun you had with the people that you never really knew. So let's raise a glass for all the misfits, the ones who had their chance and missed it, and blame everyone they know. Many men get lost at sea, many women turns out to be just cameos in your show. You won't see them down the road. 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 Though there are times I hold back tears, you know I can't help but laugh. Did you really have your fun, buddy? Or do you even really have to ask? If there's one thing that I've learned in life, you make the bed you sleep in at night. And some people, they just never do the work. Guess all you can do is the best you can. Try and be a better man. Try not to become one of the jerks. And you won't see them down the road. And you won't see them down the road. You won't see them down the road. Oh no, oh no, no, you won't see them down the road.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio, coming to you live from the Beach Shell Studios in Key West. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and as we close out every one of our shows,
Y'all come back now. You hear?
we will see you guys next week. Have a good one, and have a great rest of your weekend.